So, hello students. Now I am going to explain the formula of the pressure exerted by an ideal gas. Formula of pressure P exerted by an ideal gas. Now see here, suppose this is a container which is consisting cubical container. Here this formula has been derived, though we will not do the derivation. I will explain the formula only. It's clear. This formula has been deduced from a cubical container, but whatever be the shape of the container, it is true for every container. It is clear. It may be cylindrical container or any container. That will be true. Here we have taken a cubical container whose each edge is L, means length is L, breadth is L and height is L. So what will be its volume? Volume will be equal to L cube. Now suppose this is consisting n molecules of an ideal gas. N molecules means n is the number of molecules, and mass of each molecule we have taken as m. It is clear. Now there are how many molecules? 1, 2, 3 and so on n. Let their velocities v1, v2, v3 and so on vn. It is clear. We will find out root mean, their average velocity, because the different molecules are moving with the different velocity. So we will find out their average velocity. What is the average velocity of the molecule? And average velocity we will not find by the mean, by determining mean or by determining median. We will determine a different type of average, and that average is called root mean square. Root mean square. It is clear. This is a different type of average. Now see here, how will you determine the root mean square velocity? Root mean square velocity. It's clear. So how will you determine? So its name is root mean square. We will do the square of all the velocities and then determine their mean. मतलब हम क्या करेंगे, सभी वेलोसिटीज की स्क्वायर का मीन निकालेंगे. जितनी भी वेलोसिटीज है उनके स्क्वायर का मीन फाइंड आउट करेंगे, और जब वो मीन आ जाएगा तो उसका रूट मीन्स स्क्वायर रूट ले लेंगे. इट इज रिटन इन दिस वे, बट इट इज डन कैलकुलेटेड. First we find out the square, then we will find out the mean of those squares, and then we will take the square root. Means you can see here mean of their squares. So v1 square plus v2 square plus and so on plus vn square. And there are how many velocities? N velocities. So their mean will be this. This we call as the mean square velocity. What is v square bar? It is the mean square velocity. Mean square velocity. What is the meaning of mean square velocity? Means mean of the squared velocity. Now we will take the square root of this. So what will be the square root? Vrms. It will be equal to v square bar. It's clear. V square bar means square root of this. It's clear. Means if you take the square root of this, it will become mean squared velocity. Means Vrms equals to, it is equal to v1 square plus v2 square plus and so on plus vn square upon n. It is clear. So you can see once again, by using the postulates of kinetic theory of gases, we are going to describe the formula of the pressure exerted by an ideal gas. Here we have taken a cubical container whose each edge equals to L. Therefore, what will be its volume? It will be equals to V equals to L cube. What will be the available volume for the movement of molecules? Available volume for the movement of molecules will also be V. Here we have assumed that this container is consisting N molecules which are perfectly rigid, identical in shape and size, because they are the molecules of the same gas, identical in shape and size, and let the mass of each molecule is m. It's clear? Let the velocities of the different molecules are this. So we will find out the average velocity of the molecules, which we call it the root mean square velocity. How will you find? You will find in this way. So see here, what will be the pressure exerted by the gas? So what will be the formula? You can see here. It will be equal to P equals to 1 upon 3 Mn upon V. It's clear. You can write L cube also, but since this formula is derived for, this formula is true for any vessel. Gases are enclosed in any vessel, not necessarily in cubical vessel. They may be enclosed in a cylindrical vessel, they may be enclosed in a conical vessel. In any type of vessel they are enclosed. It is clear. So that's why I am not writing L cube. I am writing V into V square bar. This is the formula of the pressure exerted by an ideal gas, derived on the basis of the kinetic theory of gases. We will not do its derivation. I am just explaining what is m, mass of each molecule, n, number of molecules, v, volume available for the movement of the molecule, and v square bar is the root mean square velocity. Now see here, what is Mn? Mn will be the mass of gas. It is clear? Because m is the mass of each molecule, n is the number of molecules, so it will be mass of gas. What will be Mn upon V? Mass upon volume means density, rho. This symbol is rho. This is density of gas. It's clear? Density of gas. So this formula will become P equals to 1 upon 3 rho V square bar. This is another formula. It's clear? Now this formula can be written in the other way also, in one more way. It's clear? And what is that way? That is the, you can see here, P equals to, here I have written 2 upon 3 into 1 upon 2 rho V square bar. You can see here, this is the mass of unit volume. Density means mass of unit volume. It is clear? V square bar is the average velocity of molecules. So we call this as 1 upon 2 rho V square bar. It is the average kinetic energy of molecules. Average kinetic energy of molecules, that is, it will be equal to E bar. E के ऊपर लाइन, जब लाइन ड्रा कर देते मतलब average of that thing, average of that thing. So here P will be equal to 2 upon 3 E bar. This is the average kinetic energy of per unit volume. Average kinetic energy per unit volume means pressure exerted by an ideal gas is the 2/3 of the average kinetic energy per unit volume of the gas. Now see here, there is one more expression. You can see here what will be the velocity, RMS velocity. here. And one way of determining the RMS velocity is this. What is the other way of determining the RMS velocity? You can see this. What is V square bar? V square bar equals to 3p upon rho. So what is VRMS? As we know that VRMS is the square root of mean square velocity. Means it's square root. Its square root means it will be root 3p upon rho. This. So VRMS is, that you remember, this. This is the VRMS. It's clear? Now I am going to explain the kinetic interpretation of temperature. Means, its meaning is, simple meaning is, टेम्परेचर का मॉलिक्यूल्स के मोशन के साथ क्या कनेक्शन है. टेम्परेचर का मॉलिक्यूल्स के मोशन के साथ क्या कनेक्शन है. दैट थिंग वी आर गोइंग टू डिड्यूस एंड वी विल फाइंड, later we will find that when the temperature is increased, molecular motion is also increased. It is clear? So see here, for an ideal gas, we know the formula of the pressure 1/3 mn upon capital V into V square bar, that you know. If we take 1 mole gas, 1 mole gas, as you know that in 1 mole gas there are how many number of molecules? Capital N, which is called the Avogadro number. Avogadro number, which normally in the calculation we take 6 into 10 to the power 23. It's clear? Means if you take 1 mole of any gas, then it will consist how many number of molecules? Capital N number of molecules. It's clear? 6 into 10 to the power 23 molecules will be there. So what will be P? It will be 1/3 m into capital N upon V into V square bar. Now what is m into capital N? As you know that this is the number of molecules in 1 mole. This is the mass of each molecule. Therefore, this will be the molecular mass of gas. Molecular mass. It's clear? Molecular mass. So V you multiply in this side. So PV equals to 1/3 mV square bar. For 1 mole of gas, we already know that PV equals to RT. What is the relation of PV with the temperature? For 1 mole, it is PV equals to RT. So you can write RT equals to 1/3 mV square bar. What will be V square bar? You can see here, it will be 3RT upon M. So what is VRMS? VRMS is the square root of V square bar. Square root of this means root 3RT upon M. This is this. Now you can see here, for a given gas, 3R upon M is a constant. Why? Because R is a universal constant, M is the molecular mass, therefore 3R upon M is a constant. Means VRMS is directly proportional to square root T. It's clear? Means if the temperature is T, means it is the absolute temperature, temperature in Kelvin. If the temperature increases, then average velocity of the molecules will also be increased. It's clear? This is the connection. On increasing the temperature, average velocity of molecules will also be increased. Suppose if you take one gas, let its molecules are having RMS velocity V1 at the temperature T1. Means gas is same. Gas is suppose X. There is gas X. At temperature T1, its molecules are having RMS velocity V1, and at temperature T2, its molecules are having velocity V2. So what will be V1 upon V2? It will be equal to root T1 upon T2. It will be equal to root T1 upon T2. Now see here, we can deduce one more relationship. Suppose there are two gases. One is the gas X, other is at the gas Y. Both are at same temperature T. Let at this temperature, molecules of gas X are having RMS velocity V1 and its are having RMS velocity V2. You can see here, since the temperature is same, therefore 3RT will remain same for both the gases. So from here you can get Vrms is inversely proportional to the square root of molecular mass. Here we have taken molecular mass of this gas is M1 and of this gas is M2. So what will be the relationship? You can see here, it will be V1 upon V2 equals to square root M2 upon M1. Therefore, V1 upon V2 equals to square root M2 upon M1. This. Now, one more thing is left. Now, average kinetic energy of one mole of gas. What will be the average kinetic energy? So see here, what is the molecular mass of one mole of gas? Is capital M. Therefore, what will be the average kinetic energy? 1 upon 2 mv square bar. As you know that Vrms equals to root 3 RT upon M. Vrms equals to root 3 RT upon M. Here we have assumed that the temperature of gas is capital T. So what will be V square bar? So as you know that V square bar का जब स्क्वायर रूट लेते हैं तो ये आता है, तो इसका स्क्वायर कर देंगे तो ये आ जाएगा. When you will do the square, what will you get? You will get 3 RT upon M. Therefore, average kinetic energy of one mole of gas, it is equal to 1 upon 2 m into 3 RT upon m. M and m cancel, that is equals to 3 upon 2 RT. Now if you see this equation, it is not consisting molecular mass. It is only dependent on the temperature. Means चाहे हम 1 mole of average kinetic energy of 1 mole of gas ऑक्सीजन का निकालें, हाइड्रोजन गैस का निकालें, अमोनिया का निकालें, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड का निकालें, what will happen? As long as the temperature is fixed, 1 mole of average kinetic energy of 1 mole of different gases will remain same. Average kinetic energy of 1 mole of different gases will remain same. Whatever be the gas, it will remain same. Now this is the 1 mole of gas. Now in 1 mole there are how many molecules? So it is n molecules, capital N, which is equal to the Avogadro number, means it is the average kinetic energy of capital N number of molecules. So what will be of 1 molecule? Average kinetic energy of 1 molecule. So what will be of 1 molecule? N molecules का इतना, so of 1 it will be 3 upon 2 RT upon capital N. Here capital R, it is the universal gas constant. N, Avogadro number, that is also constant. So this is a new constant which we call it the Boltzmann constant. Boltzmann constant. It's clear. So what will be this? It will be equal to 3 upon 2 kT. So average kinetic energy of one molecule of gas is given by 3 upon 2 kT. It's clear. Means, and average kinetic energy of one molecule, 1 mole, that will be 3 upon 2 RT. Means, here if we take different gases at the same temperature, they will have same kinetic energy, average kinetic energy per mole, same average kinetic energy per molecule. But at the different temperatures, if you compare, then it will be E1 upon E2 will be equal to T1 upon T2. So, after this, we will begin degrees of freedom and law of equipartition of energy in the next lecture.